Hello, this is Mondo Chalavek Movies. My name is John, and you're watching Rockgod 2004.
I'll get you 50 pence out now.
50 pence.
Here's Johnny.
Hey up, Rockgod 2004 back. I thought I'd do another video with just one film until I sort of like get the hang of it. I don't feel ready to do an unboxing or anything yet, so this is one of my sort of favourite films. It's definitely in my top 20. Don't think it's in my top 10, but it's not short. I've not seen many Stanley Kubrick films, but for me this is one of the sort of creepiest films ever made, and it is The Shining. I got the deluxe 4K in the box here. I do have the Blu-ray as well, the HMV Premium Collection one, but everybody knows it's just the standard artwork, and there's nothing really different in it apart from the slipcase. But I sort of paid the extra to get this because it's got like all the extra, like the books and stuff, and I'm sure there's a poster as well. So when I got this, I then managed to buy another slipcase for the standard 4K release, because in that it just actually comes like that. So now I've got it complete. So it's a 3-disc set. You get the extended, I think you said theatrical there, you get the extended cut on 4K, you get the extended cut on Blu-ray, and then you get the theatrical cut on Blu-ray. I don't know, it's common knowledge now, but it never used to be, but the American cut is the extended cut. I think it's about an extra half hour or so longer than the English one. It's mainly dialogue. For me, it's a far better version, and the 4K on this looks absolutely outstanding. I know it sounds daft, but the bit that I was looking for the most was just the blue titles going up at the beginning, and they're absolutely stunning. And then you get booklet, which is very glossy. The maze. I don't know if I've actually looked through this, you know. Oh, see, I love that one, that yellow artwork. Now, Jackie Poos. So there's like pictures and text actually, and then you get, it's not a poster actually, I thought there was a poster in. You get like a little folder with, oh, you do get a poster. I don't know which one it is. I think it's that one. Yeah, and it is that lovely yellow design. What a beaut. So that's a poster, and then you get a letter from Stanley Kubrick to Saul Bass, I think his name is. He's the bloke who designed the actual artwork, that yellow one. So there's like a photocopied version of that, dated as well. And then also in the folder you get some art / lobby type cards. So that's the early Saul Bass poster designs that he used. He come up with, as are they. And then there's one of Jack at the Bar with Kubrick, probably giving him a good earful. The Creepy Twins. And I think it's the model of the maze. And that's all you get in the folder. I think that's the entire box done, but for me it was worth the extra. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't overly expensive, but I think it's sold out now. But things like that are a really nice touch. And I thought I'd mention this as well, because this, I didn't fancy this at all. And when I watched it, blew me away. Doctor Sleep, which is the sequel. I don't have the 4K this for the simple reason this was the limited edition where you get the theatrical cut and the director's cut, and the director's cut, wow, it's phenomenal, so much better. There's more of the story in it. There's a little bit with a little girl at the beginning, and it's quite sort of disturbing in the director's cut. But I think they're so dull, these new Warner Brothers discs, all blue. So yeah, one's the theatrical, one's the director's. But yeah, if you're either on the fence, you love The Shining, but like me, you were thinking, nah, don't fancy the sequel. Trust me, it is absolutely amazing. It's got to be one of the best sequels I've seen. It kind of also shows you scenes where it's like flashbacks, where it's after The Shining, but it's when Wendy and Danny are back home and stuff like that, and the actors that they've got to play the three characters. Henry Thomas, who I didn't recognise at first, plays the Jack Nicholson guy. And from the side view, I actually thought it was like CGI Jack Nicholson's face on. It was that good. The one who plays Wendy, she looks like Shelley Duvall, but far better looking. And Danny, the little boy, there's a bit where he's going through the hotel over the carpet, and it's like a back shot the camera, and I honestly thought at first they took it out of The Shining and put it in. They haven't. It's totally refilmed, and they've like recreated the hotel. It's absolutely unbelievable. And then as another little bonus, I got this with a slipcover. I thought this was a bit slow. This is a kind of documentary of The Shining called Room 237. I thought it was going to be better than it was, but I will give it another go. I can't remember much about it, to be honest. From 101, they don't always do slipcovers actually, so I was quite surprised to see that. There's nothing, no bonus, that's all you get, just the disc. So yeah, as well as the Premium Collection Blu-ray, that's all sort of Blu-rays and stuff I've got of that. Soundtrack. So when the soundtrack came out in 1980 on Warner Brothers Records, it wasn't out long and it got recalled. I only found this out years later. It got recalled because there was music on it which they'd used without getting permission, so there was quite a few copyright controls. I've heard stories that some of the Wendy Carlos stuff was also a part of it, but I think Wendy Carlos was signed to Warner Brothers and she was actually involved in the music, so I don't know about that, but I know there's some classical bits in it, and there's, I think it's some of the ballroom music. So they withdrew it, and to this day, it's never had another release, official release. And it seems to be that the sort of general consensus is it never will because of the copyright thing. So last year, I think it was, Mondo, they must have given it a try to get it released, and it didn't happen. However, they did get two pieces, I think. One was the beginning bit, the main theme, and they released it's as a 7-inch single. Now, there is two variants, and I got both of them. Two different colours, and they did two different covers. It was the Sol Bass artwork on that one. And on side one, you've got main title of The Shining, and then side B is Rocky Mountain. And it looks very, very similar to the actual 12-inch soundtrack. And this one is on. It's red, black and green vinyl. Again, I think it's got a strange funky name for the colour. It might be Room 237 to match the carpet. I can't remember. But it has got a strange name again. And it's just a normal sort of single played at 45. And then they also give you the option to get it with that cover. This was going to be the original sort of version of that. That's how Sol Bass had it sort of in his head, how he wanted it. But when, I don't know, it was Warner Brothers or Kubrick, when they seen it, they said, oh no, we like the yellow one, so they went with that. So that was a nice touch that they did the original red one as well. This is the hotel carpet colour. Red, brown and orange. Same track listing, just the different colours and the different colour sleeves. If you fancy these, I'm not sure if they're sold out or not yet. If you go on Mondo.com, or there'll be some record shops online, might have it. Failing that, it's eBay. This this is one of my grills that I finally get. I got this like kind of a year ago before it rocketed. So I did actually manage to get an original 1980 soundtrack. This is the German press, and this has rocketed since I got it. This is pretty ridiculous now. But what a record this is. And it's just plain black vinyl on the Warner Brothers label. I was so relieved to get that. And then I never in a million years expected to get this. I was talking to somebody who had this, and I was, how the hell did you get hold of that? And it was like a type of thing. And then it must have been a year or two later, a yearish, he messaged me out of the blue. Remember that Shining record? I was like, oh yeah, I can get you one. Get me it. So this is unofficial, and it's the unused score. This is gorgeous. I think it's what they call a lathe cut. It's made differently to normal vinyl. I think they're all individually done, but still sounds and plays the same. And this is a double album as well, and there's a lot more music on. You get some nice touches in this one as well. You get a reproduction print of the photo at the end with Jack Nicholson on, which I thought was like a really nice touch. And then on the actual records, they've done like these little images on the labels, which were on one of the art cards in the 4K. So like on side one, you get the little image of the maze. And on side two, I think it's the family, the three of them. Looks official, but it's not, but it's just so nice to have. And it's there's not many made, and it's not easy to track down. It's really rare. Side three, it's got the maze again, but shaped like an eye. And then side four's got the eye so glad I've got it. So I'm lucky enough to have that and the original score. But that's pretty much it. I do have a Shining t-shirt as well, but it's in the wash somewhere. I couldn't find it. So we've got a bit of Lemmy. And that's it really. So I hope I haven't waffled on too much and bored you to death. So I will see you on the next one, and also hopefully within the next couple of weeks will be the next Video Nasties live stream with John at Mondo Chellebeck. I'll keep you posted about that. So I don't know if I might have done another video by then, but we'll see. But I will keep you posted. So yeah, that's about it. You've seen the film, seen the soundtrack. It's all I've got, and I'm out of here. Thank you very, very much for watching again, all two of you. And I'll see you on the next one.